Hello, NRL Help for the Helpless. How can I help you?
Hey, my name is Sam. I'm a tragic Cowboy supporter. They're not playing this weekend and I just don't know what to do with myself. Can you help me, please?
It's okay, calm down, sir. Do you have a missus?
I don't know how to answer that.
Well, if you do, be rest assured that you'll be doing a lot more house chores this weekend, mate. Think about it like this, you're not the only one that calls us this time of year. We always get an influx of helpless people calling up around the Origin time.
Wow, that makes me feel a little bit better actually. Wow, thank you.
Can I replay you some classic Cowboys audio for $15 a minute?
Sure.
One moment, please.
Round 13 of the 2021 NRL season is the first of two split rounds due to the state of origin, and it kicks off on Thursday from Netstrata Jubilee Stadium as the Dragons host the Broncos. The Brisbane Broncos have not won in Kogarah since round 16 of 1998, and the Broncos last played at Jubilee Oval in round 1 of 2018 in a famous win for the Dragons. It's the match where Ben Hunt scored a runaway try and the Dragons flogged the Brisbane Broncos in the 2018 round 1 season opener. As far as team changes goes, there's a plethora throughout the weekend. For the Dragons, Matt Duffy and Josh Kerr come back into the Dragons side. Tarek Sims comes out of the Dragons side. He's in the state of origin side for the Blues, and that puts Jack Bird into jersey number 12, which is an interesting call. And the big news, probably maybe of the entire weekend, in jersey 17 for the Dragons is Jack de Belin. Ben Hunt and Corey Norman as well, they're still intact. They didn't get called up for state of origin. Maybe later on throughout the year they might get called up for state of origin, especially Ben Hunt. I think the halves is key for victory for the Dragons. Looking over the Brisbane Broncos side, you have a good story. Cobo, C-O-B-B-O, he's making his debut on the wing in place for Xavier Coates. Anthony Milford has been dropped again. That puts Albert Kelly and Tyson Gamble together. And Tavita Pengai Jr. remains intact in the Brisbane Broncos outfit. It's an interesting game. It is an absolute graveyard, Kogarah, for the Brisbane Broncos. Round 16, 1998. Fair dinkum. I'm going to tip the St. George Illawarra Dragons to win 1-12. Easily, the game of the round sees the West Tigers host the Penrith Panthers from Leichhardt Oval on Friday night. The rugby league world will be watching this game intensely. The West Tigers are essentially full strength, besides one prop, Joe Offahengawe, who's playing for Queensland next week. It's a full strength squad, and for the Penrith Panthers, they have 7 of their starting 13 out on origin duty, including the halves and including Api Coruscant as well. So in saying that, Mitch Kenny slots straight in to the hooking role for Penrith. I think he has been great, or was great, earlier in the season when Coruscant was indeed injured. And a couple of youngsters are coming in for Penrith too. Even with so many stars out of Penrith's side, the team on paper is still chock-a-block, full of talent. Viliami Kikau, Tyrone May, Matthew Burton, they're all still in the squad as well. And in a huge return for Penrith Panthers' hopes this Friday night, Dylan Edwards slots straight back in at fullback, pushing Stephen Crichton back to his natural position at centre. With all due respect to West Tigers, I think it'd be a crying shame if Penrith Panthers' unbeaten run this season came to a crashing halt this Friday night because they were at half strength. The West Tigers have also proven this year in both Tommy Raudonikis memorial matches that you can't rely upon them to get up and do the deed. And I think this is a story of Penrith's defence versus West Tigers' attack. The Penrith Panthers have won 7 in a row against West Tigers, and the last time they played at Leichhardt Oval was in 2015, and they got the victory then. Last time West Tigers beat the Penrith Panthers was back in 2016, so Panthers have the wood on the Tigers in this big Western Sydney derby. I'm going to tip the Penrith Panthers. I think they'll have too much to prove, even though they don't need to prove a hell of a lot. But I think the youngsters in the squad have a bit to prove to themselves and to each other. I think that's the mindset they'll go into this game with. And I think their defense is what will get them over the line against the very, very inconsistent West Tigers. Penrith Panthers to win a cracker, 1-12. On Super Saturday, there's only one contest, and that sees the Melbourne Storm host the Gold Coast Titans from Sunshine Coast Stadium. It's the first time Sunshine Coast Stadium is being used this season, but Melbourne Storm, it's not neutral territory. They are very used to the stadium, the Melbourne Storm, and they're hosting the Gold Coast Titans. And with Nico Hines and a plethora of New Zealand international talent and Papua New Guinean talent, Justin Olam in their squad, they're taking on the Gold Coast Titans, who are going to be without Big Tino, AJ Brimson, and David Fafita. They're going downhill rapidly, and they need to put the brakes on fairly quickly. Otherwise, I say in the next month or so, I say catapult them. Melbourne Storm to win by 13 plus. And the final game of round 13 is the Newcastle Knights versus the Parramatta Eels from McDonald Jones Stadium. Newcastle Knights have a tradition where every last game of the home season, it's Old Boys Day, where legends of Newcastle come onto the paddock, cheer on the boys, and it's a big celebration for Newcastle's history. But that's been moved forward to this Sunday against Parramatta, where they are celebrating their 20th anniversary of beating the Parramatta Eels in the 2001 Grand Final. So they will be up for it, and young Jake Clifford makes his Newcastle Knights debut this Sunday as well, which is huge news, and I hope he goes really well for the Newcastle Knights. In saying that though, Daniel Saifiti, Tyson Frizzell, who were a part of that upset win against Manly last Sunday, they're missing this Sunday, and I just don't think they're going to have the talent to beat the Parramatta Eels, because Clint Gutherson, Blake Ferguson, Mitchell Moses, they're all still in the squad for Parramatta. Also, in a cheeky team selection, Reid Marnie has been named at number 9, albeit he was named to play at number 19 for the Queensland Maroons. So the Maroons might let Marnie play. But yeah, we'll see what happens. That's an interesting one. But also in big team news for the Parramatta Eels, Dylan Brown returns, and I think they've been missing his youth and exuberance in attack and defence since he's been out suspended. Yes, if Parramatta take Newcastle lightly, they'll get run over the top of. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think Clint Gutherson is probably going to put in a massive performance this Sunday to ensure victory for the Parramatta Eels, and I'm going to tip him 1-12. Those are my tips for round 13. To all the new subscribers, hello and thank you. If you're new around here and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so, and also liking the video. I hope you have a very nice weekend and enjoy the footy. As always, Go Cowboys.